in marketing. Then I admitted at Dhaka University, and I took an MBA from Dhaka University, major in HRM. And then I started a job with a sweater company, and I did job for almost 2 years there as an HR, as a planning officer.
Okay. Yeah. How many years you start your job? How many years? And what was their job responsibility, daily work you did there?
Yes, our after collecting order from foreign countries, our MDs are provide us, and I made several schedule with shipment date. According to shipment date, I made several schedule, and I started the foreigners order in productions section, and I made daily production report as well.
Okay. So there was a job post was marketing, executive marketing.
So, sir.
What was their job responsibility? Or no. What was their, for designations for job post? Marketing department?
No, sir. Planning department.
Planning. What was their designation?
Planning officer.
Planning officer. Okay.
Yes.
There was your 1 year, right?
Yes, more than 1 year, sir.
More than 1 year. And you told me that you have experience for HR. Is there any experience for HR?
Yes, it was almost 6 months, and when I started fast, it's another company, an RMG sector, and then I quit that job and I started planning.
Okay, so in HR job position, you have only 6 months experience for job position. Okay, could you tell me what is the government leave policy and how they calculate the leave policy days?
No, sir. Exactly, I can remember it because I didn't job more time in that position, and I just made some company employee profile, and I checked their voter ID and others things is all right or wrong.
Okay, what is the difference between HR and admin?
HR basically works with human resource to collect talented one, and admin is a different section. I couldn't define admin, but I think HR is mainly responsible for recruiting a talented one and the suitable one for this position.
Okay, I got it. I got it. And could you tell me, as a senior executive HR and admin, I'm going to show for a real example in my office situations. So once a day, production manager didn't come in our office, and during that day he was supposed to deliver a one client project to hand over the right person or client. For the absence of the production manager, there was no one who can manage or handling the job, and the production manager didn't say anything to management for his leave. So at this sense, there was no one, so we didn't deliver the project to the client, and for this reason client went off. Okay, leave us, or client, we lost the client. So as a HR and senior executive of HR and admin, what is your action, or how will manage this? I will take action.
I think in this situation we should stop meeting on the day, and if our client leave us on that day, then we can call another day. Because on the other hand, if we try to manage him without production manager, and that will hamper us. That can hamper us because we don't know about production related works completely.
But what will be your action for production manager?
Yeah,
We lost the
in
client
another
for
day,
production manager absent, right?
yes. We can say that we lost already. We can manage him for another day in the absence of production manager.
No, already there was a deadline and we have no change the time schedule. So client never accept this changing any days or any other things.
Okay. In that case, we can do another things. Another one, production related one who is missing here.
No. I want to get the specific answer for what is your action. You know, action or punishment should be for production manager. Actually, he didn't come for this reason. We lost the client.
Okay.
What is your HR policy for the for you will activate apply for production manager or on production manager?
I will not go for punishment for production manager, because if we lost one and then we will get another client. If we lost experienced production manager, that can hamper us.
Okay, okay, I understand. Actually, no, not this the proper solution as a HR policy. Okay, however, could you tell me the HR recruitment process?
Yes, there are several ways to recruit anyone, written, by and face-to-face exam. And first of all, we have to focus on the job responsibility that offer a company, and I will as HR, I will see the people's experience is matching with the job or not.
No. Did you watch for recruitment process in practical life in any company? Whole
No, sir.
recruitment process? No.
No, sir.
Okay, I got it. Um, okay. So, have you capable to make some of the notice fee for OT or any other things?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can make several notice if I am.
Okay, could you tell me how you can bring on a table for the post senior executive HR and admin?
Would you tell me, sir?
How you can bring something on a table for the role of HR and admin?
Yes, first of all, I have to uh, do all the work as I am provided by the HR manager and seniors, and I will follow that rule and I will complete that work. And in this way, I will.
No, you didn't get my questions. Actually, as a when you join our post HR and admin, and um, how you can bring money or how you can develop my company, that means that's called bring something in on a table. So what is
Okay.
your unique idea or how will affect for the company to develop the company as a HR and admin post?
Yes, I will consider human as a resource, first of all, and I will recruit the uh, suitable one for the position uh, announced for vacancy, and I will try to uh, get the suitable and talented one to manage this job or this position, and this way company get better and the best outcome from the person we will go for recruit.
Okay, for example, in a company, there is a production team, graphics design company in our, so we have 3 shifts. So sometimes you will see one person didn't come in night shift and one person didn't come right time in our office premises. Okay, and somebody are, there is a forbidden rules. for doing smoking in our premises, but it happens. So as HR and admin policy, how will take action?
First of all, uh, I will notice her and of course warn her that about the rules that there is no allowance in this in here to do smoke, and if they do so, then I will go for another precautions.
Okay. One person supposed to do 4 hours OT in our company. After 8 hours, there was a heavy workforce, but that employee didn't listen the company policy. He left the company. He didn't do the OT for 4 hours. He says that he has some problem, so he didn't stay in our office for OT 4 hours. For this reason, we are facing some of the great problem for delivery on time based to the client. So as HR, how will take this action?
Uh, uh, After 8 hours complete the work, he or she is mandatory to do another 3 or 4
Yeah,
hours.
if office notice that you have to do 4 hours OT, so they are mandatory to do this OT as well.
As well. In that case, if anyone leave during this time, then we can take another one as an alternative. Is it happened suddenly?
Yeah.
So for that reason, we should pre-plan for uh, um, we should recruit another one as a position one two for one position. If sudden happen in that case, then we can call for another one to do the complete the job.
But you have not made sense that there is a client deadline. For example, 3 hours, 4 hours, or 10 hours, you have to deliver the work.
Okay. In that case, we have to call another one.
They have also shifting plan for 8 hours, 3 shift plan. But if you bring another person to this person, that several employee will didn't do OT from your company, they will leave balance to the company. They will listen on your company. What is your
Sir, in
HR?
that case,
What is your HR policy for if someone did not listen the company policy for doing OT 4 hours? So what you will take the action as a HR policy?
sir, I actually I uh, I don't completely know the HR policies as I didn't work for
Really
several years.
understands. So okay,
I just did only 6 months.
yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay, could you tell me what is your joining time? You can join for how much days you will need for joining? Any time, or you need for 15 days or 10 days of
15 days, sir.
15 days. And what is your
Yes.
expected salary? Could you tell me that this is a very bad situation for company and for employee as well, because there is a very pandemic situations. Okay, so work
Yes,
is
sir.
very poor and company employee are getting job. Use the balance is very tough at this moment. So could you tell me the what is your expected salary or lowest salary you can better to join?
Sir, actually, I don't have any expected salary. I want to start with the company. If you allow me, then I will. If I perform well, then you will consider me. I hope. I believe in it.
Yeah, basically we're searching for minimum 2 years job experience, and BBA and MBA should be HR and HRM. Minimum 2 years practical job experience means can help me save me 90% administrative and HR works. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
management can just silence, and HR and admin is a big rule because we have 30, 35, 20, 25 employees in 3 shifts. Okay, So whole
Okay, sir.
is a big responsibility for managing, for management, for maintaining the 20 to 30 peoples in 3 shifts. Okay, somebody are not listening, so there is a management will not work anything, that you have to manage everything for HR and admin, controlling and everything. Okay, so that we are
Yes, sir.
searching a dynamic guy for minimum 2 or 5 years experience at this field. We have a big budget for smart budget for remunerations. Okay, however, we are taking this interview for the first time, and we will do more interview. We already we have taken, and then we'll select it for the specific person. Then we will go through for final selections, and then we'll take for call again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time here. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.